Hey, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about change concepts. So we've used the model for improvement a lot in this education, and whenever you enter into a PDSA cycle, we'd like to think about three things. First of all, what are you trying to accomplish? And we talk about using goals, setting goals, using SMART goals as a good tool for you to determine how are you making sure that you've determined what you're trying to accomplish. Next, how will you know that you've made a change and whether you've actually seen improvement? And so we talk about measurement tools, we talked about run charts, and using run chart rules to interpret whether actual improvement has occurred. The last thing before going into a PDSA cycle is to determine, hey, what change can we make that would result in an improvement? And so we like to talk about change concepts inside of that. So that's your last thing to consider before you go into the PDSA cycle. So we use change concepts. Change concepps is a notion, an approach to change, to find a way that you develop a real good idea that a change that you think as a theory is going to actually lead to an improvement. There's like 72 change concepts. That's a bit too much for us to digest. So we've kind of rolled them up into like 9 categories. So these 9 categories you'd want to look at and say, hey, look at your process, look at how your work is going in your project, and say, which one of these change categories makes sense? So for instance, all processes have waste. You can look at the eliminate waste category and think in terms of one of the change concepts is use substitution. So you might have a product or a service that is just as effective, but more cost effective, or perhaps even more efficient than the current product that you're using, or product or service. And so you substitute. That's one change concept. Also, inside of eliminating waste, you can find something that's not used. So eliminating something that's not used is another change concept. Inside of your process, if it's something that's not being used, eliminating that is another way of a change concept inside the eliminate waste category. Also, a change concept that's often applicable is in the improve workflow category. So if you want to improve workflow, one of the change concepts you can use is to find and remove bottlenecks, okay? So every process has a bottleneck. If you find that bottleneck and remove it or decrease the cycle time of the work inside that bottleneck, that can be an effective change concept to use to improve a workflow. So use these change concepts as you need. We'll include a link in the description of this video, and we look forward to working with you and identifying which change concept makes sense that you can use in your PDSA cycles. All right, thanks for watching.